Today I've come up to the drift mine with a brand new mat in my high banker. This is nothing more than fake lawn. And a brand new old steel gold pan. Fernie, snacko. Ooh, we have a tamed crispy level gold pan. It's Australia. No matter where you are in the world, make sure you put out your fires with heaps of water. Mick, Gadsy and I came out here and worked this old-timers pay pile at the drift mines. Now there's still gold here, so I thought this would be a good place to test this machine out. I'm going to take a sample pan from in there. Ain't seen no gold just yet. Oh! How good's that sound? Oh yeah. Yeah, we got specks. They're fine specks, but there's plenty of them. Let's get to it. Woo. I'm on my own today doing filming, high banking and looking after Fern, so I'm going to try and get 4 wheelbarrows done. That's 320 litres. What a stick! I love it. Did you find that yourself? First wheelbarrow load is done. One wheelbarrow is somewhere between 20 and 25 pans worth of dirt. And normally after our first run, we would see a substantial amount of gravel and black sand in the matting. And that's because the matting fills up and then the only space it has left available for the gold to fall out is in the space in between the expanded mesh riffles. But this seems to be doing its job just beautifully. We have so much space in there. That's actually a piece of conglomerate. That is 160 litres of dirt done, but this looks like it is doing a fantastic job. Normally this second riffle here would already be overfilled with sand and dirt, and they're not. So it is self-clearing quite well, and none of it is compacted. And it's that compacted gravel in your high banker that actually costs you the gold, because as soon as it starts moving, as soon as it's not agitated, there's no room for the gold to fall into the mat. I'm going to take a test pan from right there. I vaguely remember that having some okay gold, and it is much, much closer to my high banker. Alright, we want 10. 10 and we'll do it. Oh, I see gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8 pieces. That's a no from me. So whilst that was no bloody good, I have found a spot that's given me 13. There's the high banker. There's my spot. Shorter hole, easier digging. I can live with that. I just want to know what you guys are running in your everyday high bank or river sluice. What kind of matting? Is it Dream Mat, Gold Hog, something that's homemade like this? Leave it down below. Wheelbarrow number 3 is done. The mats are still looking perfect. I know there's going to be questions regarding loss rates on this mat, so I'm going to save that for a future video where we can really push its limits on the main creek where there's a lot of black sand. Ah, you done a good job. Flies. We just ran the last wheelbarrow through the high banker. That's 320 litres of pay dirt. But can you see how these rocks aren't really clean? So we're going to rerun all of the coarse tailings back in the box. This way, by cleaning the rocks, you know that you got the majority of the gold, given that it is conglomerate, so the gold will be trapped on these rocks. Unwashed, washed. This is definitely my favourite part, finding out how much gold we got. And the first thing I noticed is that it's not actually full, which means that we could run more wheelbarrows after this and not have to worry. Here's a piece of gold. Now normally I would check the top mat first and save the bottom mat for the cleanup at home. But this time I just want to see what we're sort of retaining in this second mat. I can already tell you it's much lighter than normal. So it's not going to be giving us as many cons, which is exactly what we were hoping for. Oh yeah. Normally you would need a bucket to clean that bottom mat out, and I can fit that in less than half a pan. So that's one positive. This reveal is not meant to show you absolutely everything in the pan. I've still got to take this home and process it properly so we don't lose that micro gold. But we do want to take a bit of a peek. Seeing a little bit of gold poke out. It's kind of hard to tell in this muddy water just how much. But, oh yeah. Oh, it's done a good job at catching that fine stuff. Look at all of that fine gold. There's plenty of it in there. Filming that video, I've had a few opportunities to go out with that high banker, and I've managed to do a lot of testing regarding my tailings, and I can tell you now it is an absolute monster on fine gold. It's probably the best gold recovery I have ever had in my high banker, and I'm going to show you that right now. Let's go look at all the gold. Here it is, all the gold I recovered using my AstroTurf setup. The fine gold recovery capabilities of that mat is absolutely phenomenal. But who cares, because we've got to get this on the scales. I'm going to guess, I reckon there's maybe a 0.4 there. What's your guess? Leave it in the comments below. What? Okay, we're over my estimate. We've still got a nice fat line of gold. 0.7? 0.7. There's... Wow. Okay. I think our other matting system may have been losing quite a lot of gold when we've been working up at the drift mines. Are you freaking kidding me? That means every wheelbarrow I did had around $15 of gold in it, because 0.711 grams of gold is worth $59 Australian at the time of recording. I'm betting most of the gold came out from just the first 2 wheelbarrows though, because the other ones definitely weren't showing a spec count to get that amount. And we know there's a really rich channel of pay dirt that runs through the middle of that pile. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please give your dog a big scratch behind the ears for me, and until next time, peace, and I'm out. It's a nugget. It's a nugget. I've called the gads up. Can you see it? Can you see it? Little nug. That's why we call it Nugget Gully.